Hello, everyone. I'm Laverne McGee. Happy Friday. It is July 15th. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin with the growing monkeypox outbreak here in the United States. We're learning of a dramatic spike in cases as the government pumps out more vaccines. Dr. Anthony Fauci says about 1.1 million doses of the vaccine should be available soon. He says the initial supply was only intended for people who were at risk of catching the virus after exposure. But as more doses become available, more people will be eligible for the shot. And this current outbreak is primarily affecting men who engage in intercourse with other men. Last night, we learned the number of reported monkeypox cases jumped 40%. Officials think the real count is higher because testing hasn't been widespread. As Amy Kiley reports, the supply of monkeypox vaccines in the U.S. is not keeping up with demand.
They were at worst on more sensitive skin.
While we're on the topic of vaccines, the World Health Organization releasing a report today that 25 million kids missed their routine vaccinations because of COVID. The United Nations says the pandemic disrupted their regular health services or triggered misinformation about vaccines. East Asia and the Pacific were the hardest hit, and this continues a downward trend on vaccines that began in 2019. And over on the West Coast, Los Angeles could become the first big city to reinstate mask mandates because of COVID. The LA County Health Director is closely watching upward trends in COVID-related hospitalizations. Nationwide, the latest COVID-19 surge is driven by the highly transmissible BA.5 Omicron variant, which now accounts for 65% of cases. So far, courts have blocked federal mask mandates, and local officials fear COVID fatigue has set in.
I'm going to do whatever the state tells me to do.